All right, guys, I'm going to share with you the Magrette Moana Pacific LE. This was a 2016 release. It was limited edition. This is number 248 of 500. It is numbered on the case back. Very cool. So let's get into the case size and then we'll talk more about it afterward. But basically, you're looking at a 44 millimeter case, a pretty long lug to lug of 52.45, thickness just over 15.5, double dome sapphire crystal, AR coating on it, a really good application of AR coating. 24 millimeter lug width, bracelet tapers down to 22. This bracelet was purchased separately of this watch. This watch came with the rubber strap with clasp and a leather. I don't know if it came with both leathers. This was sent in by Hector. He's a patron of mine, so big thanks to Hector for sending this in. This thing is a beast. If you like a little bit larger watch with some weight, some heft to it, if that's your thing, look at the Magrettes in the stainless steel. This is 224 grams, so it is chunky. You can see it's a 500 meter water depth rating with an automatic helium release valve, screw down crown, obviously. Crown on this thing is 8 millimeter, which is really kind of what you need for a case size like this. Easy to function, easy to use, unscrew, pops out nice. You can wind the automatic Swiss movement. It's using the STP-1-11. And this thing is kind of beat on a little bit, this exact watch. Hector wore it pretty hard. And I even noticed some banging on the lug here. So I don't know what happened there, if it was on a strap or slipped off his NATO or something and fell, but both the lugs have a little bit of banging to them. And it's still running at a +7 seconds. The movement health on the time grapher is still plenty of amplitude, like I think almost no beat error, like 0.1 or something, and +7 seconds dial up. So it can take some hits and it's going to be fine. Apparently it's got good shock resistance. Now in 2016, I found a link to this actual model, because if you go to the regular website, which I'll put two links, I'll put a link to this model so you can read up on it yourself, and it was listed for $645, but like I said, it came with a strap, did not come with a bracelet. The bracelet's an extra $100, and you know my feelings on the bracelet. You pretty much are going to want the bracelet. It's all screwed links. You got 3 micro adjusts, plus you have this quick adjust thing here, and then it's just a simple fold over clasp. So for the extra $100, I'd get it. But it was listed for $645 on the link that I'll put in the description. And then I'll also put the current link to Magrette down in the description. And I was browsing that. They have basically this same model. There's some subtle changes with it, but in grade 5 titanium. Now that one I think is like $750 range, but I want to see that. So I'm probably going to reach out to Magrette, or maybe they're watching my video, but I'm going to reach out to them and see if I can get one of those titanium ones in here, because you guys know I love titanium, and I do like a chunky watch occasionally. So I would like to see the titanium in this version. It looks really good. 120 click bezel on this. Let me pop it on my 7¼ inch wrist. I don't know, guys. I'm digging. I know I was already set kind of on the 42 by 50, but with this case shape, which is, you know, kind of Panerai-ish, but it's definitely unique. It's their own thing for sure, and it's super affordable for what you're getting. Swiss movement, C3 lume, you know, well built, and it's, you know, a little bit more. Actually, my buddy Mike from Desire68 YouTube channel, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He did a couple of good videos with this where he actually had, like, I think he had a slight issue or something, and he worked with the owner or somebody. Here's a card that was in this packaging. I don't know if this is still current, but and they took care of him right away. Took out that. They do like crazy engravings and stuff like that too on really special editions, I guess. So and the customer service was there. So you have that, you know, really good personal feel, according to Mike. I haven't personally done it. Maybe I'll find out in the future, of that small micro brand, but you have such a high level built watch, but yet you're not paying a premium. I mean, these are, you know, that sweet spot for a, you know, entry luxury kind of sort of watch in between 500 and 1,000. I don't know, guys. It's it's hitting above its weight, I should say. So there's a look at the case back, you know, obviously screw down case back with a little bit of information actually numbered on the case back. I love seeing that, 248 of 500. I love having like special edition, limited edition, and then actually numbered too. I'm a huge fan of that. So if you get a look at the dial there, you can see heavy printing of the C3 loom on there. Really love the font of the Moana Pacific, and it's also in that gray tone, which the second hand is also in the gray tone, and it's tipped with loom. The bezel, stainless steel brushed with extra loom in it. He does have some models where they're ceramic bezels, I think, but I like the metal. I think that looks cool too. So signed crown. I mean, just a kind of a total package watch. I'm not going to put all the other straps on there, but of course you could. It's nice that they actually include them, because not that 24 millimeter lug width is difficult to find straps for, but it's nice that it comes with some different straps. And this is a fitted strap here too, and nice hardware, butterfly clasp, but nice packaging and everything too. I know I'm moving around a lot. Deal with it. So a little bit, I know there's a lot of watch packaging that is similar to this, that is maybe a little more basic. This one is a little bit nicer overall. Like this flap comes up, and actually these pouches actually even come all the way out, so you can put some straps there. So it's a really nice travel pouch, really. You're probably not going to store your watch in there, but you certainly are going to be able to travel with it. And like I said, 120 click bezel on this, 0 issues. It's perfect. So let's kill the lights. Oh, I wanted to show it next to an SKX, because I know a lot of people know what an SKX looks like. So, and you already seen, you know, the wrist shot of it, but it's a bigger watch. So, I mean, this is not for the faint of heart. This is for guys that actually like bigger, chunkier watches. That's where this one comes in. It's not, you know, like Seiko, where, you know, they wear smaller than they look. This one wears like its actual size, but it's still really comfortable in doing so because of that case shape. All right. And you can see it's pretty much brushed everywhere. There's a small bit of polishing around the bezel. Let's kill the lights. Check out this C3. It is plenty bright. They put the loom on there. I mean, even with competing with the 3D monster in the background, no problem. So it says C3, but I don't know if it's like an early generation of the C3X1, because honestly, it looks like C3X1 to me. It's very bright, or maybe it's just because it's really heavily layered on there, especially on the dial and the hands. The bezel, a little bit dimmer, but not really that much. So, and super legible. You know, some people talk about orientation. You got the 12, the 3, 6, and the 9. You're not going to worry about orientation. You don't need any. I mean, if you can't tell the time with this thing, then you don't know how to tell time. Get a digital watch. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, Hector, for sending this in. I'll catch you on the next vid.